All right. We are live. Welcome to Beanball, episode 11.
Hi, Jim.
How you doing, man?
Doing good.
So, are you ready to say it yet? I was wrong.
No,
I'm not ready yet either.
it's not even. It's not even the first weekend of May.
No, I mean I'm enjoying this though. They're playing really well.
They're playing like they should be playing. But here's the thing: they're not superstars. This run that they've been on will not go on for 162.
You know, I said the same thing every single week in 2013, and I just kept waiting for the other shoe to drop, and it never did. And then they won the World Series. I know this isn't a World Series team, but it's starting to feel like there's something going on that's not special, but it's exciting. It's fun to watch. I mean, did you expect Wilyer Abreu to be doing what he's doing?
No, but the problem is there's no one behind him. If he gets hurt, who's next?
Yeah, I know. That's the true thing about this team is like there's no depth. But I mean, they've got how many fucking guys are on the DL already, and they've managed.
Right. I mean, they've managed because they played the Sisters of the Poor. Had they been playing the Iron, right, they're going to face Atlanta next week, 2 games in a row. By the way, our arch enemy, or your arch enemy, Chris Sale, is going to be pitching one of those games.
I know. He pitched well again. I watched the whole thing yesterday.
Yeah, he carved him up. He looked like Bobby Flay cooking up Thanksgiving Day dinner.
Yeah, he's like touching 97. God fucking damn it. I mean, it'd be nice to have him, although it's going to be really nice to have Von Grisham coming up on Friday. I mean, it's true. We need him. I mean, we need a second baseman or a shortstop, one of the two. So,
well, he's not going to play short, right?
No, he's probably going to play second base. He's definitely going to play second base.
Play shortstop, right? I mean,
yeah.
That's pretty cool. But listen, what happens if Cedeno pulls a hamstring or a groin? Zach Short's going to play short for the next 50 games?
But hey, you know what? We said that about Tristan Cassis. If Tristan Cassis goes down, who's going to play first base? Well, they made a couple moves. They brought in Garrett Cooper, Dominic Smith, and it's nothing special. But they brought in a couple veterans to fill the spot, platoon at first base. And they sent down Dalbec today. So like they adjusted. And Trevor Story went down. Sedane stepped in. So far, I can't complain about the depth because everyone that stepped up has done well.
Well, the only difference between Bobby Dalbec and Dwight Smith and Garrett Cooper,
Dominic Smith
and Cooper are those guys are more experienced.
Yeah,
but they're no better. They are no better.
No, they're not really better. Okay. I mean, they'll strike out less and they'll play better defense.
I don't know about playing better defense. Dalbec's been playing pretty good first base, and those guys are a lot landlocked at first base. They cannot play anywhere else.
That's true. I mean, Dalbec shouldn't really play anywhere else either, except for third, maybe.
Right.
So yeah, no, I mean they made moves though. Breslow.
Well, yeah. I mean, God forbid they stood pat on what they had. I mean,
Yep. Hey, listen, I'm just trying to be positive here, man.
I'm okay. It's okay to be positive, but I mean, the false sense of hope is pretty fleeting in my eyes.
I'm still not there yet to say I was wrong about this team. I'm not there.
We're not even 1/5. We're like 15% into the season.
Yeah, give me 30 more days and I'll make a decision.
Okay, Memorial Day weekend. That's the weekend. Things start going south, or the team's bought in, and the team's going to be a playoff contender. We'll know by then. Hey,
so 3 Red Sox have over 1,000 OPS. Do you know who they are?
Well, it's got to be one of my guys. Got to be Duran.
Nope.
So Abreu's got to be one of them.
Nope. He's close.
Close. Okay. Well, I know O'Neill's one.
O'Neill's definitely one.
Got to be Connor Wong.
Yes.
And I would say maybe he's not there, but he's close. Is probably Devers or Rafaela.
Nope, neither one of those. Part-time. Just came up recently.
Oh,
Ref Snyder.
Yeah, Ref Snyder. Yeah. Well,
So, Duran's at 747. He's already starting to fall off from his
Well,
hot start.
he did go in a pretty large slump for about 7 or 8 days. But
Yeah, that's where he is.
He's hot and cold, right? But
Yep.
When he's hot, you got to bat him first. When he's not hot, bat him last.
That's what I think. They're not going to make the adjustments though, really. Yeah, he's down to 269 and 747 OPS after a really hot start.
Well, you didn't think he was going to keep that up, right?
No, I knew. I think he stinks still. There's also 4 Red Sox batting over 300. One of them being Ref Snyder.
So Ref Snyder, Wong.
Yeah.
O'Neill.
Yeah.
And Abreu.
Yep. Yeah, man. Willie Abreu, he's only got 2 home runs.
I haven't looked at the stat sheet since opening day.
But he's leading the team in doubles. His OPS is 915. He's playing every day. He's playing good defense. He's running the bases well. He's got 5 stolen bases already. It really looks like we got the better side of that Vasquez deal. At the very least, we won the Vasquez deal.
We didn't want Vasquez anymore. We got someone that can, that's a little better shape and a little younger. So of course you won.
Yeah, and Valdez, so who just got sent down as well.
Yeah. Okay.
But he can hit. He'll come around. He's just there's nowhere to put him in the field. But he's back in Worcester anyways. But it looks like Abreu is going to be a ball player, which is awesome because they needed that. Devers is starting to hit. He's been hot and cold all year. He started off hot, and then he got hurt, and he was really cold for a while, and now he's creeping back up. He's 284 with an 884 OPS.
And almost no power.
No, he's only got 3 home runs and 5 doubles.
Yeah.
5. Yeah, that's not good for him. 8 extra base hits out of 21 hits. So not great. But again, just Connor Wong has been absolutely amazing. It seemed like he was in the doghouse for a little while there. Now he's got a lot more plate appearances now than McGuire does.
Well, he got the message. Whatever Cora was trying to get to him, he picked it up pretty good.
He sure did. Yeah, and you see the play he made yesterday too, and oh my God, what a play! Not that I think he's like any great shakes defensively, but
no, but you know what?
He's an athlete.
As a whole, the catching in the big leagues is down. It's lazy.
Oh my God.
It's down. We talk about it all the time. So he's the tallest midget.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So
good
for him.
He's doing great.
The opportunity.
And then Crawford and Tanner Houck, you could argue right now today that they've been the best 1-2 punch in baseball this year.
100%.
Right?
Yeah.
Both ERAs under 1.6.
Tanner Houck is the CY Young and MVP of the American League. Both of them right now.
His numbers aren't as good as Cutter Crawford's.
Yeah, but he's been better than Cutter Crawford.
Less innings, higher ERA, the same amount of strikeouts, lower ERA plus. He's got a much better whip. No, not much better. I'm sorry. Not much better. But he's got a better whip, which I like. And he's got more strikeouts per 9.
CG shutout, too.
And he's got the complete game shutout. That's right. Oh, he's got one less start than Crawford does.
Yeah, he's pitching tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
So
we can judge it again after tomorrow. Yeah, Houck's he's the ace that we hoped he could be a couple years ago. That seemed like it was never going to happen. He was getting, it seemed like he was a bullpen arm, couldn't get twice through a lineup, and something's clicking here. And I don't want to give Andrew Bailey too much credit because honestly, like they're major leaguers, and a pitching coach isn't coming in and making a major league pitcher that much better. But I'm wondering if part of it is the pitch mix and the pitch mix that's getting people hurt. So I do worry about that too. He's throwing more horizontal pitches than he has in the past. So that's in the back of my head. Like, how long is this going to last?
So
because he's been lights out.
Do you want to know why Tanner Houck is pitching so well?
Sure.
I have the answer. And
okay.
It's not horizontal this or vertical that. It's not sweeper this or slider that. It's the threat of him being removed to the bullpen. It's gone. It's gone. He is a bona fide starter. He proved himself, and he's never going back to the bullpen. Garrett Richards, on the other hand, if and when he comes back, I tell you,
Garrett Whitlock.
Well, Whitlock. I was talking about Garrett Richards to my brother today, a different person.
That was a fun time when we had Garrett.
Yeah, right. But Garrett Whitlock is going to go to the bullpen, and so that race is over. That race is over. I don't think Whitlock's coming back to the. I don't think he's got the body to be a starter. So just don't put a round peg in a square hole. Let's just put him where he belongs.
I agree, except right now, with Pivetta and Bello down.
Well, they're both. Pavetta's pitching today or tomorrow, AAA, and Bello's pitching next Tuesday in AAA.
Yeah, so with Pivetta though, I worry. That's an elbow. I worry that he's coming back too quick, and it's not going to end well.
Well, listen, if it's a UCL, then he's coming back too early. If it was just a flare-up of tendonitis, I mean, shit, you get tendonitis after a long weekend by yourself.
I have tendonitis when I wake up in the morning. I can't even get the alarm clock.
That's not why you have tendonitis, though. I gave the reason why you have tendonitis after you're alone for a long weekend.
Oh yeah, when I'm alone for a long. I haven't been alone, Derek. I haven't had a chance to even do that in fucking a year right now. I got little girls running around the house, and yeah,
your alone time
it doesn't exist.
I'm taking your alone time.
Yes. So I would kill for a little alone time right now. I miss myself.
So Houck is, for me, that is the big reason that he's pitching so well is he's got no worries about being moved back to the bullpen.
He's definitely confident. That helps.
Yes.
That helps for sure.
I would say in the big leagues, confidence is probably, I don't know, a lot more of a percentage than you, well, not you per se, but anybody would normally
realize
think.
This,
yeah, it's so important.
I mean, hitting is all confidence, and
it's all confidence, and what? Who's got the least of it is Bobby Dalbec. He's not a 123 hitter, but he's just got no confidence. And when they brought up Cooper, and now they brought up Smith, his confidence is gone, right? So
yeah, they should just move on from him and let him try to start over somewhere else.
There you go.
They really should. So, and then we had Chaim Bloom here, and his whole deal was, let's recreate Tampa Bay and bring in these players that are on the cusp that no one thinks is going to break through, that you can get on the cheap. Well, Breslow's gone out and got Cooper Criswell, who I didn't expect much from this year. But here he is making 3 starts now with an ERA of 1.65 and a whip, because that's what I care about, under 1. And strikeouts per 9. He's not striking out anyone per 9. But
he's a ground ball pitcher.
He's been throwing really well. And maybe we have something with Cooper Criswell too. It's exciting. It's exciting to have something to root for, because I didn't think we were going to have this.
No. So let's back up a little bit and talk about Breslow, because no one's talking about the biggest change in the organization with regards to Breslow.
What's that?
Okay,
I'm trying
good.
to think.
I'm glad you asked. He is leaving Cora alone.
You think so?
The lineup card is back to being in Cora's hands, 100%. There's no way in America, that Tan Houck throws a complete game shutout if Chaim Bloom's the general manager of this team. No way in America.
Okay, I can buy that.
Okay. Factor in that he's got the pen and the paper again. Guys are playing for him again when they know that if they have a problem, they can go to Cora now. They don't have to go and say, hey, can I talk to you, Skip? And Skip says, well, I don't make the fucking lineup. You got to go upstairs and talk to, the president of baseball operations, Chaim Bloom, because that's how they did it in Tampa.
Okay, I like that. Do we know that that's happening now?
What's that?
Do we know that that's going on now? Do we know that Breslow's hands off?
You could see it if you watch it. If you're watching the games every day, you could see it. Cora's stealing more, which is a no-no with Hein Bloom.
That's true.
He's got away from this right, left that Hein Bloom was famous for. He's moving guys around, and you know what? Hein Bloom would have never allowed Stan Raffaello to go to shortstop. Never.
All right. Well, I like that. I mean, I guess that's a good thing. So far, so good in the Breslow era. I mean,
well, so my point is, when I talked to you 2 or 3 weeks ago about Cora going to one of two places, the Mets or the Yankees or LA. I don't know now. I don't know. Maybe there's some synergy here with Cora and Breslow.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out. I think it depends on what the team does, I think, at the deadline.
Well, that's the other thing, right? They're winning, so everything's hunky-dory. Let's see what happens when they lose 5 in a row, and who's going to right the ship, the GM or the manager, right?
Yeah, I mean, if they're 500 and they don't do anything to try to make the playoffs at the deadline, I think Cora's probably gone because he's sick of it.
Well, that's true too, right? So we'll get to the deadline, and if things don't change, then you're right. Cora will definitely move on because there's going to be a ton of jobs opening up. I could see him going. Honestly, I could see him going to St. Louis. I could see him going to the Mets now too. I mean,
but St. Louis is like literally the most meddlesome ownership front office in baseball right now.
Right. But he would only go there if he had complete control, right? So
they have to fire the whole front office. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So, but those jobs are going to be open again. They just opened last year, 2 years ago.
Ollie Marmol should have been fired at the beginning of last year when he went after Tyler O'Neill in the dugout.
Ollie Marmol
should have been fired on the fucking spot.
He should be running the Rosenbag out to the back of the mound.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Yeah, he is terrible. I mean, and he's a total puppet. I get it, but he's a knucklehead.
A knucklehead.
Yeah. So, but bullpen. I still don't trust Jansen as far as I can throw him.
Where is Jansen?
He hasn't been throwing much, and Martin's been down too because ever since he had to blow up like 3 or 4 games ago, they've stayed away from him. And Justin Slayton and Greg Weissert do they have more innings than everybody? Yeah, by far.
So they went today. They went Boozer, and who pitched the 9th inning?
8th and 9th, Usawa, or the new Japanese kid that we got from Tampa Bay. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Don't make me say it.
I don't know.
Uesara.
Yeah, he just come up, right? I mean, has he pitched yet?
Yeah, he pitched the 8th and 9th today.
Oh, he pitched both innings. I had to run out for a little bit.
Yeah, he pitched 2 innings today. He was very good. And he's not here in my he's not on the baseball reference yet right now, which is crazy. They must be like behind for some reason.
They don't know how to spell his name.
Yeah, that could be it. I thought, here he is, Uesawa. Not Yuki Uesawa, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Now, when they called him up, I thought he was going to slot into the rotation. But then they
that's the guy that they traded for from Tampa Bay, right?
Yeah, did they trade or did they just get him for nothing?
A player to be named later, cash considerations,
bag
of sunflower seeds, that whole thing.
Yeah, he had an out clause if he wasn't on Tampa Bay's major league roster, I think. And Tampa Bay wasn't going to keep him on the roster. So I think there was a clause where they had to trade him to a team that was willing to put him on the major league roster. And that's what happened. That was like exactly what we did with Jorge Alfaro last year. We had to trade him. That was the clause. So I thought, a couple people had speculated that he was going to slot into the rotation, but he looked really good today. He's got mediocre numbers in Japan, so I don't know what he really is, but 2 clean innings today.
Did you see the leadoff hitter for the Giants, the guy from Korea? They talking about him during the game today. He missed a fly ball in center field that was directly into the sun. And he actually had to jump out of the way. If he would have hit him right in the noggin, it would have knocked out. That's how Sedano got his double. But the next time he come up, he was 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts to left and center field. And so I think it was Lou Maloney said that they had talked to what's his name, Janucci?
Yep.
Okay.
Tazawa. Yep.
Yeah, Tazawa, right. And he said, oh yeah, the Korean League is American baseball is a little different than the Korean League. I'm like, yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Welcome. But he's been doing pretty good though.
Listen, on it. Let me ask you a question.
Trying to pull him up right now.
Let me ask you a question about him.
Yeah.
That guy is easily replaceable with a minimum salary player in their organization.
Fair enough. He's not making much though, I don't think.
Well, he's whatever he's making. He didn't have to go through the minor league system. They brought him over right to the big leagues, and he took a roster spot in a playing spot from someone in the organization. And for what? He's a jag. He's just another guy.
Yeah, he's all right. 259, 659 OPS.
How many hits?
29 hits.
Okay, how many singles?
All singles.
Yeah, he's a slap hitter.
Yeah.
He's a poor man's Ichiro with no arm and and half-ass defense.
Yeah, I'm looking at him now. I just don't know much about the kid. So he's not even a kid. He's 25. He's young. Actually, so he's younger than most of the players that are coming over.
But that's my point, right? So he took a spot from somebody, and it'd be one thing if the guy was a superstar, but he's far from a superstar.
Yeah, 29 hits, 5 extra base hits.
Yeah, come on. He's a bunch of Judy.
Watch it.
That's what he is.
I know. There's a chance that Jeff Fry's watching, though.
Beautiful. Jeff Fry.
You can't shit on Judy's.
If Jeff Fry woke up tomorrow and had Janucci Tazawa's OPS, he'd jump off the San Francisco Bridge.
Jung-Hoo Lee. Junichi Tazawa. Knucklehead. Oh, man. So, yeah, you wanted to talk walk-up songs last week.
So
I can't imagine this is gonna be exciting content, but
of course it is. What would your walk-up song be? Last week you gave me some Taylor Swift song or something.
No, I gave you "Call Me Maybe." It's not Taylor Swift.
Call Me Maybe.
Get with it. Get with the times. Or "Baby Shark." No, I was thinking "One" by Metallica.
Very good song.
Yeah, I like the beginning of it when the guitar kicks in. So you kind of start it there. I that's what I would walk up to, I think.
So that's good. Actually, it's a good song. I had two because, and it's funny. It's funny you say Metallica. I had two because I was a pitcher and a hitter. So if I was just pitching, it would be "For Whom the Bell Tolls" by Metallica.
All right. Which was Trevor Hoffman's song?
No, Trevor Hoffman's song was by Metallica. It was Jesus, Rimini Crickets.
Well, Enter Sandman was Rivera.
Yeah. What was Trevor Hoffman's song? You gonna make me?
We have this funny thing called Google. Yeah, go ahead.
And my offensive walk-up song would be PIMP by 50 Cent.
Really?
Yes.
All right. I'm looking up Trevor.
The dirty version.
Oh, he did Hell's Bells.
Hell's Bells.
AC/DC. Yeah. I knew he did something. Some heavy metal in the 80s or whatever. So, all right. That's a good walk-up song. You know what I really like? As much as I can't stand the Mets, I really like Edwin Diaz.
But that's why I thought about it last week, because the trumpet's unbelievable. It's like literally the best.
It's fucking fantastic. That's the best walk-out song.
And is he Mexican?
No, I don't think so. Edwin Diaz, Venezuelan?
Oh, maybe Venezuelan.
Yeah, I feel like he was on the team with Acuna. I'll tell you right now. This is fucking fantastic content right here.
That's all right. It's great content, actually. How much time would you spend on talking about?
Oh, no, he's Puerto Rican. I'm sorry. Yeah, he's Puerto Rican.
Okay, so that makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's what kind of got me thinking, because I saw that last week when Diaz came in, who's not pitched well, by the way, since he's come back. So, and it's funny that they were still playing the music when he comes in, and he comes in and gives up a bunch of guys bringing the mariachi at him. And
they're gonna play his music. They can't predict whether he's gonna be dog shit when he comes out.
Right.
Speaking of closers that look really good, have you been watching Mason Miller?
Again, we talked about him last week. You mentioned him, and yeah, he's found his groove. But there's another one. He's the perfect example, Jimmy, of that kid doesn't have to look over his shoulder anymore. They found what he's going to do.
Yeah,
right?
He was supposed to be a starter, but yeah.
Yeah, so they figured, why not? Even though they stink as a whole, although they're in second place.
Yeah, they're playing pretty well.
I don't know how, but I do know how. The Astros have played like bums. So those guys are, playing. They remind me of the Red Sox. They're overachieving because no one else is running away with the American League East, right? The Blue Jays, whom I picked to win, stink. That is another guy who should be fired. Is that manager there? He's terrible. Sure. He wouldn't win in your league with that team. Those guys don't play hard. They screw around. They don't care. They're wearing diamond earrings and necklaces and long hair, and in the meantime, they're forgetting how many outs there are, overrunning bases, doing all the things that you're not supposed to do as a big leaguer. That most big leaguers wouldn't allow to happen, or managers would never allow it to happen. But the American League East stinks right now. It hasn't. Even the Baltimore Orioles haven't pulled away.
Well, they just took 3 out of 4 from the Yankees. They're fun to watch. I would say I watched 25% of all 4 of those games. And the Orioles, their lineup is fucking relentless. And they're fast. They're all fast.
Yeah, they're all fast, right? The first 6 guys are pretty legit.
Yeah.
Santana's even started to swing it again. But the Gunnar Henderson's a legit MVP candidate.
Goodness gracious.
And, we talked about this, by the way. They brought up Holiday, right? There was no reason even to bring him up when they did.
That was absolutely silly. What's he, 21 years old?
Yeah, 20.
20, yeah. There's no fucking reason. They have veterans on the roster. They have the Westbury kids playing really well. I don't understand why they even entertained that in the first place. Absolutely absurd. But they're fun to watch, I'll tell you that. And now they're getting their pitchers back too. Bradish came back today.
And looked good too.
He looked pretty good. And Kramer looked really good last week against 2 days ago against the Yankees. And they got one more that's coming back too, right?
Someone just went on the DL though.
Oh yeah,
their ace. Who's opening day guy?
Corbin Burns.
Oh, okay, yeah, second guy.
I don't know. Are you serious? Oh, yeah. John Means? John Means? John Means is coming back now.
Yeah, no, just the other day, the last 2 days. Gilbert, is it Gilbert?
You're making up names right now.
Yeah, I know. The hell's his name? I forget now.
I'm looking it up for you. Here we go.
Okay. We need an assistant producer to be doing this.
Oh, shit. Grayson Rodriguez.
Rodriguez, there you go.
Yeah. He's all right though. I mean, he's young. He's been throwing well this year, but he wasn't very good last year. But they've got Irvin and Kramer and Burns.
He's
a baby. Yeah, he's a baby. And they got John Means is coming back soon. And
he
then
means it too when he does.
Yeah, he does. He means it. And then Bradish started today. So they get their pitching coming back, and the Yankees have no pitching. I mean, they've got Rodon, who's okay.
Oh, he didn't look good today either.
No, he's all right. He's all right. He's fine. He's like nothing special, but he's their ace right now. Cortez is up and down, and the rest of the team stinks. I love watching them struggle. I mean, watching Aaron Judge just strike out and strike out and strike out and fly out to the warning track. It just brings me so much pleasure. So Soto's legit, but he's also a piece of shit.
He's a terrible teammate.
Oh my God. Watching him stare down Kramer the other day.
Yeah, I don't want him in a Red Sox uniform.
I can't say I don't want him in a Red Sox uniform, but Jesus Christ, you're losing a game, you're losing a series, you hit a solo home run, and you just stare down the pitcher like he hasn't fucking shut you down all day.
Right.
Like, what a piece of shit you are. It's unbelievable. I don't know how he doesn't get plunked more, honestly. So,
well, I bet he gets hit more on the road than he does at home. You can't hit anybody in Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, that's true.
It's an automatic
little
home run waiting to happen.
Yeah, Little League Park. Yeah,
right. But you're right. He's I have heard that he's not the best. Well, I haven't heard it. Read that he's not the best teammate. But that listen, you think about it, right? If he's the best player in baseball, he's been traded twice.
Yeah, he was more traded because he turned down $400 million from the Nationals.
Okay, but he still could if the Nationals didn't.
He'd still be there right now, though.
He would still be there.
Yeah,
right. And they would have got 3 more years out of him.
Yeah, they could have.
And then he went to the West Coast. He went to the Pinata party.
Yeah, he ruined that team.
He ruined that team.
Yeah, absolutely.
They ran him out.
Let me ask you this: how old was Bryce Harper when Papelbon fucking choked him?
Yeah, 22.
So 20. Older, so younger than Soto is now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think Soto needs Papelbon to choke him.
Yeah, but see, here's the difference: is that Papelbon knew what he was doing with Soto. I mean, with Harper, because he knew Harper's ability to grasp and get the attention of his teammates. I don't know if Soto's got the ability to get the attention of his teammates and lead his teammates. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. In 10 years, we'd be talking about him being like the ultimate pro too. You never know. So he's still young. I mean, he's still 25 years old.
Right. But you know what? The best player in the best prospect. Let's call him the best prospect to come up since he came up. Right.
Yep.
Nobody's better. And he's been run out of 2 towns before he has even
hit free agency.
Yeah. Hit free agency, Jim. So what does that tell you?
Yeah. Well, he certainly looks like a piece of shit on the field. Did you see Jose Siri yesterday?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my!
I love it.
186.
186. It's a ball that it did go out a good shot, but they were losing 3-0 when he hit it, so it made it 3-1.
Fucking asshole.
But
they were also losing because he made a bad play in center field too.
He kicked the ball in center field. It was a terrible play.
That was funny. And then I liked it. I liked Peralta plunking him. Not 3-0, but should have done it on the first pitch.
Right. But you know what? Doing it on the third pitch, it makes it look like I didn't,
it makes it look like he didn't mean to do it. But he meant to do it. And then I liked Uribe going after him at first base. Like plunking you wasn't enough. Fuck you, piece of shit.
And that's how teams come together.
So yeah, absolutely. The Brewers, I thought they were going to fall off this year, but they got behind Hoskins when the whole thing with that little bitch in New York, Jeff McNeil. They got behind Hoskins for that, and they got behind
Peralta
the other day, and the managers, Murphy. He's a great guy. He's an awesome baseball guy, anyways. They got something going on over there. I like their attitude. If I wasn't such a big Braves fan, they'd be my National League team.
They got the best logo in sports.
Yes, I love that logo. I can't believe they got away from it for a while. I was like, what in the world are we doing here? They switched to like the wheat, like the
yes, yeah.
Oh my god, it was terrible. So, but they smartened up. They're back to it. And what do you think about the new City Connects that have come out this week?
So I hated the Mets. I liked the hats. I hated the uniforms. And I don't really. Did I see any other uniforms?
The Rays just came out the other day. Oh, they're beautiful.
But people saying, "Oh, these are the throwback Rays." Well, the Rays have been in baseball for 20 fucking years. Yeah,
well, they're not throwbacks, anyways. They're gray. They're gray with like purple trim.
Yeah,
they're beautiful. I love them. I love those uniforms. I love the Mets uniforms too. They're the City Connects. They were really bad for a while. Like there's some terrible ones. Like the Rangers are terrible. The White Sox are terrible. The
Mariners were terrible.
Mariners are terrible. The Braves are the Phillies are okay. They're starting to get better now. The last 4 or 5 that have come out are like, all right, these are pretty sweet.
So are they gonna do them all over again? So like are the Red Sox gonna get new City Connect uniforms?
So from what I understand, the Braves already have a second one coming, and I think the Padres already have a second one coming. But some teams haven't even done it yet. Where like the Yankees refuse to do it.
Right.
So, but
you
yeah,
know what? Honestly, I think that the Yankees refusing to do it is unbelievable.
It's great. I that's one thing I've always loved about the Yankees is they're like, this is a business. This is tradition. This is what a baseball player looks like. I've always liked that shit with the Yankees. I've always respected that part of their game, as much as I despise everything else about them.
Yeah, they go about it the right way, George Stein, and it wasn't always that way, right? And it wasn't like that until Steinbrenner bought the team. So he put in the no facial hair and the no long hair.
Yeah, that was before my time. So you're old,
right? But George Steinbrenner was alive before.
Yeah, no, but it's been that way my whole life. So
yeah, right.
Yeah.
So yeah, but he turned that, like you said, turned it into a business. They were like the first organization to really go full blown business mode.
Yeah, when we travel, we wear
On the
suits.
field,
Yeah, awesome. I've always liked that about them. And I talked to our esteemed leader today, Chris.
Yeah.
He wants us to come out to Joshua Tree in the fall. I'm not sure I can say why he wants us to come out there yet on the air, anyways. But he's got something planned where he wants us to play softball.
First of all, okay, I cannot play softball under the influence of mushrooms.
Yeah, exactly.
Anything psychedelic. Okay,
that's what I said. I said Joshua Tree. Why don't you just do it in fucking New York or something? Like we're gonna go out and get on peyote and play softball.
I have my own Sherpa out there. I don't want him knowing that I'm out and have made the trip out to the Wild West.
He says that Joshua Tree isn't like that at all. He said it's all like Trump signs everywhere. I don't know. I don't believe him. So to me, Joshua Tree is like, let's go out, listen to the Dead, and do peyote.
Exactly.
So which is Chris. That's Chris in a nutshell too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's okay. Well,
he looks like a homeless person that does peyote in the desert.
Well,
I hope he's listening.
Let's you know what speaks?
Money.
Right?
Yeah, I told him if I'm coming out to play softball for you, show me the money.
Send the ball 9 jet.
Yeah, what? the craft. Maybe we can charter Kraft's airplane. Ball 9 can charter the.
Just need to call Send the Jet down in Quincy. We'll get them to hook us up and tell Chris to wire them $50,000 for us to go back and forth, and I'm in.
Nice.
And I need $10,000 in chips for the Green Valley Ranch Casino.
Where's that?
It's in Reno, Nevada, but it's only not too far of a ride, a couple-hour drive.
Yeah, he can't gamble in California now.
No, there's no gambling in California.
Yeah, he's following my betting show every day, which is starting to do really well now.
It is.
And he's like, I can't even place the bets because I'm in fucking California.
Bro, I'll give him an offshore account.
Right? Come on, he's gonna figure it out.
Oh my God! Doesn't he have a VPN?
I need to get a VPN. If I had a VPN, can I watch the Red Sox on MLB Network MLB TV?
Yes.
Because right now I'm blacked out. It's annoying going back and forth to from cable to the app to watch the other games. So how do you do that?
I don't know, but I asked this question to my son the other day because I left Verizon after 17 years.
Attaboy.
I went to Fubo last week.
Yeah, Fubo's great.
It's unbelievable. And I will tell you, the picture quality is even better.
Oh, I think the picture. Oh, maybe the better than Verizon, but I noticed a dip in the quality of the game from Comcast to Fubo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, definitely. I felt like it was a lot worse.
My
it was nice to have all the games though.
But my TVs were hardwired, and I will tell you, the 4K is unbelievable on Fubo.
Did I just hear that NESN 4K dropped off Fubo though?
No, NESN just dropped off Verizon. because
Jesus
that's why I
Christ, really?
switched. Yeah.
You heard about what happened with Comcast and Bally the other night?
No.
So Comcast ditched all the Bally regional sports networks off of Comcast completely, which is like 10 teams in Major League Baseball.
Right.
And they did it in the middle of a Nashville Predators game. So fans that were watching the Nashville Predators, all of a sudden, it just dropped off Comcast altogether.
Right in the middle of the game?
Right in the middle of the fucking game.
Wow.
And still, I mean, that's hockey, but Manfred says he cannot lift the blackouts because of something else that's going on with like Diamond Sports. They're in bankruptcy court, and I don't know. I don't understand the whole thing. To me, like, you're the commissioner, you've got the fucking magic wand. Just get rid of the blackouts so the fans can watch the goddamn game. You're making it really hard for fans to watch baseball.
And the most money. Major League Baseball's got the most money.
Oh, it can't have more money than the NFL, can it?
No, probably not now, but for forever it was the most. It was the richest. I you know what? Probably not, because all these teams now have these regional networks that these teams piggyback off of and make all their money. NFL doesn't have that. NFL is no own national broadcast. So
that's one thing we don't have to worry about with the Red Sox because they own their own network.
Correct.
Of course, we don't get like unbiased reporting on the team,
or we don't get. The broadcast is left little to be desired. They come back in the middle of at bats.
It's dog shit.
Yesterday they came back at least 3 times in the middle of an at bat. They missed 2 or 3 pitches. 2 or 3
it's
times.
The worst. And they cut off the guys going to commercial break too. Mid sentence, like all of a sudden there's like a fucking Allstate commercial. And you're like, come on.
Right.
Not that there was anything interesting that they were saying, but like it's just so unprofessional. Such a shit broadcast.
Right. So I don't know. So to answer your question, I like football. Yeah, football's good so far. It's a sports centric app.
So it's a soccer centric app. The whole thing started. Yeah, the whole thing started for soccer fans, and that's why it exists. I don't know why they got the Nesson deal when like YouTube TV can't, but good for them. Whatever, it is what it is. All right, so Red Sox now they're on their way to Minnesota.
This is going to be a little bit of a test for them this weekend.
Yeah, I think so.
Minnesota's not great, but they're pretty good at home. And the Red Sox have been home for a week and played well. The last time the Red Sox were home, they weren't playing well. They went on the road, and the best thing that could happen for them was to go on the road. Now they're playing good at home. We'll see what happens when they go on the road. I'm not sure where they're going after.
So they got Minnesota, and then they're off Monday. 2 in Atlanta, and then they're off Thursday. And then they're back home for the Nationals and 4 against the Rays. And then they're back on the road, Cardinals, Rays, and then back home for Brewers, and then back on the road for the Orioles. It's going to get much tougher.
Nothing until really, from a playing standpoint, from a competitive standpoint, it's really popcorn.
It's still fairly weak, yeah. I mean, at the end of the month, Brewers, Orioles, then Tigers, and then I think June is brutal. Yeah, June
are awful, right?
So June, you got Tigers, Braves again, and then 4 against the White Sox. So that's a walk in the park. But then after that, you've got the Phillies, the Yankees, the Blue Jays, the Reds, the Blue Jays, the Padres to finish off June. So June is, except for the White Sox series, the entire month is tough. So we'll know by mid-June what this team really is.
Right, I think so too. Assuming they stay healthy, right? So,
I mean, they haven't stayed healthy yet. So I think health has anything to do with it at this point. They're gonna get healthier. I would think, right? I mean, it can't get worse.
They haven't lost their big pieces, which is
Bello and Cassis are out.
Okay,
and Story.
Story's big, but he's gone for the year, so it's easier. It's easier to fill a job for the year than it is to fill it for 2 weeks at a time.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so it's you lose O'Neill or you lose Devers. This team's gone. And I'll tell you this: if they lose Sedano, they're gone too, because they don't have anyone else to play short.
Sedane.
Sedane Raffaello.
You with the fucking names. It's like Tony Soprano over there with pronouncing things.
So listen, I watch the games. I watch every fucking inning of every fucking game, Jimmy. I don't give a shit what the names are, but you know what? If they can play, they can play. You know who I'm talking about. It's the only important thing.
Yes.
So, but if it's like I said, it's easier to fill a hole for the year than it is for 2 weeks. But they haven't lost anybody for 6 weeks. Like, I don't know, this Yoshida injury, I don't know, man. I think it's a phantom DL.
I think it's bullshit. Yeah, I think that's bullshit. And, but I mean, come on. They've lost Pivetta, who was supposed to be their ace. He's been out the whole season.
Okay, but he was supposed to be their ace and
of a shit rotation
and have a 4.5 ERA.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they've lost Cassis, Pivetta, O'Neill for a short stretch, Story for the season. Bellows out. He's been out for a while now. Whitlock's out. I mean, they've lost big pieces.
Yeah, but they're all coming back.
They are all coming, except for Story.
I do not think Cassis will be
August
at all.
I think maybe August.
Okay, maybe if it is, I think it's closer to September. But how do you take Cooper or Smith out of the first base hole if they're batting 275 and between them they got 14 home runs? How do you take them out and you put Cassis in for the month of September and you're in a playoff run?
Because you think that Cassis is going to put you over the top and you can slide one of those guys to DH? Because Yoshida sucks?
Well, that's assuming, yes, Yoshida's done. He's not even it's addition by subtraction.
Yeah, no, he's dog shit. I think they're probably shopping him right now.
They should just release him.
I mean, you have to eat the money if you do that. You
have
to
eat
all the money.
Eat the money anyways, so you're gonna have to eat. Listen, who's gonna take it for $3 million? Who's gonna take it for $3 million?
I wouldn't. No, he's a waste of a roster spot. So let's hope that he's done. Let's hope we don't have to watch Dalbec anymore. Let's hope we don't have to watch Valdez play second base anymore. Everyone's heartbroken that Pablo Reyes is gone finally. Thank fucking God.
Tomorrow, right? Grissom's coming back tomorrow.
Grissom's tomorrow. Yep. So we're coming. We're getting a little healthier. We're adding some pieces. We'll see. Let's see if they add pieces when it matters at the deadline.
So let me run something by you. I threw this out there on Twitter the other day, and I was chumming. I dropped a couple lines in the water, and the Yankees fans bet in a heartbeat. And the Red Sox, and more importantly, the Red Sox Twitter bet in a heartbeat. And
was this the would you trade Volpe for?
Yes.
Was it Cassis?
For anybody.
Wait, did you say Devers or Cassis?
No, anybody.
Yeah.
Name one player in the whole organization, the Red Sox organization, who you would trade. Now, this is the Yankees. Who you would trade Volpe for? The whole organization.
No, there isn't one. The only possible trade is Meyer, and that'd be silly at this point because Volpe's
he's better than Meyer.
Yeah,
he's the same age. He's got a Gold Glove on it in his second year in the big leagues.
I still think he's shaky defensively. Watching him throw, he never fucking throws the ball into the first baseman's chest. Never. Rizzo saves that kid so fucking much.
So I put that out there, right? And
people lost their minds.
I got some Yankees guys saying, "Who the fuck are you to talk about Volpe?" No one wants anyone from the Red Sox, and he's right. They were right. And then the Red Sox guys, I had one guy message me, DM me, and he had about 12 guys. 12 guys that the Yankees would trade Volpe for.
So Cassis, Devers, Duran.
Yes.
Bello.
Yes.
Meyer, Teal, Anthony.
Yes. O'Neill.
O'Neal?
O'Neal. Yeah.
O'Neal's a free agent at the end of the year.
Yeah. O'Neal.
You should be fired. If you don't make that trade, you should be fired.
Connor Wong.
Connor Wong, okay. The backup catcher on most teams.
Did you say Bello?
I said Bello, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Houck.
I didn't say Houck.
Houck was another one.
Yeah, I guess if the Yankees were to do that right now, it would be to build up their pitching staff. So Bello or Houck, or it would probably take both.
It would take both.
Yeah, it would take both. Yeah, Volpe's good. He's a really good hitter. He's fast as hell. He gets to everything in the field,
and he's cool, calm, cool, collected. I'm not saying he's Derek Jeter, okay, but he's straight out of Central Casting. He's from New Jersey. He grew up wanting to be a Yankee. He loved Derek Jeter, and Derek Jeter wanted to be a Yankee. Believe it or not, his whole life.
Where's he from?
He's from
Florida,
Michigan.
Right?
Yeah,
Michigan. From Michigan. Okay, Jesus.
Okay, but he grew up wanting to be a Yankee, and
that worked out pretty well.
Straight out of Central Casting, and on top of it, the kid's a stud.
Yeah, I just wish he could throw the fucking ball into Rizzo's chest just once.
Okay, he's 22 years old.
He's 22. Yeah, look around.
So that was my social media experiment of the day the other day, and you would have seen, Volpe. You got to throw in somebody else in Volpe for Devers. I got that one. Volpe and Clay Holmes for Devers.
If the Red Sox didn't do that, the whole front office should be fired.
What? Come on.
That's like wild. I mean, Devers is at this point, he's already an albatross.
Yes.
That contract sucks. That contract sucks.
Devers is a good player. He's not a great player.
No, he's not a leader.
He's never going to be a great player. He's never going to be the guy you build your team around.
Yep.
He is the Giancarlo Stanton of the Red Sox.
He's a great player on a really good team, a second or third banana.
There you go. He's never going to be the guy that stands up and takes responsibility. Yep. Stands up and tells the media to get the hell out of the locker room. He's just not that guy, you don't need that guy. And you don't need 25 of them, but your best player should be that guy. And more importantly, the most expensive guy, the guy that gets paid the most, should be that guy.
Yeah, Chris Sale always was that guy. He always took responsibility.
Right, but you need a guy on the mound to do it, right? You also need a position player to do it too, right? So, I kind of think Tyler O'Neal's got a little of that, but he's got
like a little Pedroia in him.
Yeah, but he's only going to be here for 1 year. I'd love to see him here for a few. I don't know.
They could extend him.
Yeah, but listen, he is what
he's a really good fit.
He's off to a great start. He's an 0 for 20 from getting shit thrown at him out of the bleachers.
Yeah, but I think he's a good fit here.
He is.
And anytime you got an Irish last name, a right-handed hitter that can hit over the monster a few times a year, he's going to be a good fit.
And he's not afraid of the spotlight, unlike Devers.
Yeah. So I mean, Devers, I love the kid. He's a good baseball player. So I don't make it sound like I'm shitting on Devers, but how long has he been here? Since 2016, he's been part of the organization. He hasn't bothered to learn English at all, just so he could
see that. I asked my son about this in the off season about because when he was with the Dodgers, they made the catchers learn Spanish, so he had to go to Spanish classes on Wednesdays when they were at home, and the catchers would go to a Spanish class.
Yeah, which is good,
so that they could communicate with the pitchers. And he said, he's like, Dad, I said, how's your Spanish class? He goes, Dad, it's bullshit. They all can speak English. Every fucking one of them speaks English. They just use that as a crutch when things aren't going well.
That's kind of what I figured, but he wouldn't be doing that if he was a leader. So
that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Anyways, so all right, man. Well, another good week. By this time next week, we'll see. They'll have played 6 games against 2 good teams.
So they're playing Tuesday against the Braves and I believe Sale's pitching Tuesday.
No, it's not Tuesday. It's going to be Tuesday and Wednesday. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
So I think I heard Tuesday, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they're off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at Atlanta.
So Sale pitched yesterday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Yep.
Yep.
That's going to be fun. I love watching the Braves and the Red Sox play. It just brings me so much happiness.
I hope. I like the Braves a lot. I really do. I hope that they wear those old Hank Aaron uniforms. Like
The City Connects, you like those?
the white ones with the royal blue and the red.
Yeah, they're pretty nice. They're not
City Connect, right? Those have been
they-
around.
No, those are the City Connects.
Oh, really?
So they made their City Connects so that they sort of look like the ones from the 70s.
Okay. Yeah.
They're not. It's not perfect, and they've got like the instead of like the lowercase a, they've got the big A with like a what's next to it? It's like it says like A Town or something like that. It's like the hat's a little weird. But yeah, I love those 70s Braves uniforms. Those are so beautiful.
They just remind me of Hank Aaron.
Oh, and he's the best player that's ever stepped on a baseball field, as far as I'm concerned.
You're 100% correct. So listen, real quick. What size hat are you? Because my Navigators hats came in today. I'm going to send you a couple your way. They're flex fits.
So the large, extra large.
Okay.
I'll send you one of these, or I got this one now too. You see my other we have 3 Grizzlies hats. That's my these are my 2 uniform hats for the Grizzlies.
I like the one you're wearing.
Yeah, this is pretty sharp. It's like the Nationals. So we can trade.
I'm going to box them up. I'm going to send you 3 of them tomorrow.
3?
Yeah, I got 3 hats, 3 different styles.
Oh, really?
We got
All
4
right.
uniforms. We got 3 hats.
I'll do the same.
No, I just want that one. I don't want that other one.
Okay. What about the Old Man in the Mountain one? I don't have it.
Oh, I did like that one. Yes, I did like that one.
I'll send you an Old Man in the Mountain one.
All right, large, extra large too.
You got it.
All right, buddy. See you later.
All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.
All right.